RCV, your Royal Mindset Development Station. It's time to embrace the royal you. Stay tuned. Your broadcast will be playing shortly. Many people experience writer's block. Are you a part of the many people? Because I know I've been a part of many people before, okay? Writer's block can be frustrating, especially when you've set a deadline to get your book written. And now you reach a point in the writing process where you don't know where else to go next. You can't think of what's the next word, the next sentence, the next paragraph. What's your next? How many of you have felt that way? Put in the comments. If you felt that way, put it in the comments, because today your mindset coach is going to help you defeat writer's block. I am Latrice Rice, your mindset coach. I help people heal while writing their story. Listen, today we're using the drip method to defeat writer's block. You may be thinking to yourself, what do you mean by the drip method? What's dripping? When you think of a drip, it's a small thing that occurs. And if it continues, then now you can have a flow, right? If that drip and things are piling up, you have a flow. So we're looking at the drip method. In the comment section, I want you to put the letter D dash draw items you remember. D dash draw items you remember. You're probably thinking to yourself, okay, but if I'm dealing with a writer's block, why am I drawing? If I'm doing that, am I procrastinating? Am I slacking in some kind of way? No, you are not. Listen, if you are drawing, you are activating that creative component that God has blessed you with. You are taking the time to exercise some authority on some things, because you have to take that paper and you have to take your pen and tell it what to do by moving that thing, right? So if you are thinking about items in your story that were in your past that were significant. For example, in my story, an item in my past was my Cabbage Patch doll. Listen, my mother bought me this Cabbage Patch doll, and I held on to that thing for dear life. It was like my baby. I can't tell you how long I cried when that doll got caught in this fire. I was distraught because I felt like I lost one item that held me closer to my mom. My mom died when I was 7, right? And so for me, the doll, that Cabbage Patch doll, that was my baby. So to see that thing gone, it was so devastating. So if I'm writing my story and I decided to draw a picture of this Cabbage Patch doll, then what would happen is I'll start remembering other details about this doll and in the incident in which this doll was in. What were the smells? What were the sounds, right? So the first thing that you want to do if you're going to use the drip method to overcome writer's block is, again, we're putting in the comment section, D dash draw items you remember. What are some items that you remember from your past? Did you play basketball? What type of ball was it? Was it a colored ball? Like, was it black? Was it blue? What was your ball at that time? Right? What did it feel like? What were some of the scents in the area? All those things are important. So after you're drawing this thing out and you're being as detailed with your drawing as you can, next step that we need to do, if we're going to use the drip method to overcome writer's block, we need to retrace your steps. I need you to put that in the comment section. Retrace your steps. Where were you when you used that item? Who was with you when you used that item? What sounds did you hear when you used that item? Do you remember any words that were said to you in that space when you used that item? What city was you in when you used that item? All these details can help you decide what's your next step with writing your story, especially using that particular item and where you're going to place that item in your story. All right. So now that we have drawn items we remember, we've retraced our steps. The very next thing that you would do if you are using the DRIP method to overcome writer's block is identify challenges and solutions in your story. Challenges and solutions in your story. What does that mean? Basically, I want you to look at the item you drew, look at the steps as you retrace your steps from that position when you use that item, and what was the challenge? What was the hard part? And what solution did you use to overcome that in that situation? What was the challenge? AKA also known as the hard part, right? And what solution did you utilize to overcome that situation? Write that down. Again, at this moment, we're not even writing the story in the traditional context. We are simply using items that we remember. We're retracing our steps and making some notes on the side. And now we're identifying challenges and solutions in our story. So now that we've identified challenges and solutions in our story, last but not least, if you are going to use the DRIP method to overcome writer's block, I need you to put this in the comment section. P dash proceed to writing what you saw. P dash proceed to writing what you saw. Look at those items from the thing that you drew, from the steps that you retraced, from the challenges and solutions that you identified. And now it's time to actually write what you saw. Figure out where in your story you're going to place those things and jump right back into writing. Set a goal. Maybe you set a 30-minute writing blitz and you write for those 30 minutes using the items that you saw, at least one of the items that you saw, and just simply flow. Just flow. The most important thing in this moment is that you refuse to give up. Somebody needs the story that only you can tell. God gave you this story. You are the one that faced these challenges and overcome them. You are the one that has the resources and information that somebody else is dealing with, and they need that. You are the one that is going to birth this thing out. And I, as your mindset coach, I am here to assist you in any way that I can. So if you are experiencing writer's block, feel free to use the DRIP method to overcome it. I hope this has blessed you. Hey, listen, I hope you have an amazing day. If you have any questions about using this method, I will be hosting a masterclass with regards to this and going into more detail to help those who desire to actually experience a breakthrough with regards to this. You want a little more detail, you want some more direction. I do offer a free royal meeting. Well, it's a consultation, and we can discuss what's your next steps so that you have a more personal touch. And also we can discuss some of the other opportunities that are available to you. Again, have an amazing day, and I thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in to Thank you for tuning in to RCV's Royal Mindset Development Station. I hope this recording has blessed you. Please save the following dates. This year, our Clarity in the Pen Conference is taking place July 12th through the 13th. And the theme is, whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, let's go. Movies, how to turn your book into a movie. Do not miss this awesome opportunity to learn from some of Detroit's finest. The next event that I would love for you to save the date for is the Writers Ball. The Writers Ball is the premier costume party for aspiring authors and current authors to network and have fun. This year's theme is movies. Come dressed in a character from a movie and let's network and have fun together. See you at the Writers Ball. If you are currently writing a book and you're planning to have a book release party, I encourage you to visit royalclarityview.com and enter your contact information. You will receive a free Ready Clara El Valero guide, which gives you 10 tips to strategically plan your book release. Make sure you go get your free guide today. Visit royalclarityview.com. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night, and we'll be back